More than 1 in 2 men over 40 faces some degree of erectile dysfunction. By the time they reach 60, that figure rises even higher. However, instead of talking openly about it, most men suffer in silence, blame themselves, or seek quick fixes that only mask the symptoms. But what if I told you that a simple, natural nutrient taken at the right time of day could not only restore your vitality, but also improve the quality of your sleep and much of the energy you thought you'd lost forever? This isn't about miracle pills or empty promises. It's about a deeper understanding of your own body, how your hormones, circulation, nerves, and sleep are intrinsically connected, and how a specific vitamin taken at night can play a surprisingly powerful role in rebalancing that equilibrium. Think of it this way. It's like tending to the soil instead of just watering the plant. When the soil is rich and well-nourished, everything else grows stronger. This is where the topic gets really interesting. Men over 60 often face a triple challenge. First, testosterone naturally declines, which can affect desire and energy. Second, the ability to achieve deep, restorative sleep diminishes, making nighttime repair more difficult. Third, circulation, the very foundation of potency, becomes less efficient with age, especially if conditions like diabetes, hypertension, or prostate enlargement are present. This creates a vicious cycle. Poor sleep weakens hormonal balance. Weak hormones affect sexual function, and reduced sexual function can erode confidence, leading to more stress and even worse sleep. The good news, however, is that this cycle can be broken. Modern research has shown that certain nutrients, when taken at night, can work in harmony with your body's natural rhythm, improving sleep quality, restoring hormonal balance, and strengthening the vascular system that supports sexual function. There's one nutrient in particular that we'll focus on today, which has been studied for its role in enhancing both potency and sleep quality in men over 60. In this space, we'll dive into the science together, exploring what this vitamin is, how it works, why the timing of taking it is crucial, and what the best studies reveal. Along the way, we'll debunk common myths, share real-life cases, and offer you clear, practical steps you can start taking tonight. You deserve clarity, not fear. You deserve solutions that make sense. And most importantly, you deserve to know that these challenges aren't a sign of failure, but a part of the aging process that can be managed with knowledge and care. Let's start our conversation with a fundamental concept: the connection between sleep and testosterone. Many men are surprised to learn that testosterone isn't just a hormone tied to masculinity or sexual performance. It's also deeply linked to how your body restores itself at night. Think of it as your body's nighttime repair crew. Just as workers need quiet hours to rebuild a road, your body needs deep, uninterrupted sleep to restore testosterone levels. This is what the research shows. A landmark study from the University of Chicago revealed that even 1 week of restricted sleep, sleeping just 5 hours per night, reduced testosterone levels in young men by nearly 15%. To put it in perspective, that's equivalent to aging 10 to 15 years in just 7 days, simply from poor sleep. Now imagine how fragile this balance becomes when you're 60 and already facing a natural decline in testosterone production. Another crucial detail is that testosterone is released in pulses throughout the night, with the highest peak occurring during the first few hours of deep sleep. If you have insomnia, frequent nighttime urination, or restless leg syndrome, you could be interrupting the very period when your testosterone has its best chance to recover. That's why so many men notice that when they sleep poorly, their energy, desire, and potency drop almost immediately. Think of it like trying to charge your phone with a faulty outlet. If the power cuts out every hour, the battery never fully recharges. In the same way, when your deep sleep is disrupted, your testosterone battery stays half empty, no matter how healthy your diet or exercise habits are. This is also where stress comes into play. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises when sleep is interrupted. Elevated cortisol directly suppresses testosterone production in the testes. This means poor sleep doesn't just reduce your body's ability to produce testosterone, it also boosts a hormone that actively blocks it. It's a double hit to your vitality. So, what can be done? The first step is understanding that addressing sleep isn't optional if you want to maintain vitality after 60. Your body's sexual function depends on your sleep cycle just as much as it does on blood flow. And here's the key. When we introduce certain vitamins or minerals at night, we're not just helping you fall asleep faster, we're protecting your hormonal rhythm. By supporting sleep quality, we allow the body to naturally reset testosterone, which in turn supports sexual health and overall vigor. If this connection makes sense to you, I invite you to like this video. It helps me know that this kind of detailed information is valuable to you. And if sleep has been a challenge in your life, comment below and let's start a conversation. You're not alone in this struggle, and there are real, science-backed solutions. When most people think of melatonin, they picture it as a simple sleep aid, a little pill that helps you drift off. But melatonin isn't just a sedative. It's a hormone naturally produced by your pineal gland in response to darkness. And for men over 60, melatonin plays a far more important role than just helping you fall asleep. It influences sexual health, nitric oxide signaling, and even prostate function. This is what the research shows. Studies published in medical journals have demonstrated that melatonin interacts with the testes, helping regulate testosterone production and protecting cells from oxidative stress. Another study from the National Institutes of Health highlighted that melatonin improves endothelial cell function, the inner lining of blood vessels. Why does that matter? Because a healthy endothelium is what allows nitric oxide to be released. Nitric oxide is the body's natural chemical messenger for erections. Without it, potency isn't possible. Think of nitric oxide as the green light at a traffic signal, telling blood to flow to the penis. If that light never turns green, traffic stalls. Melatonin helps keep that signal working by protecting the blood vessel lining. This means taking melatonin at night isn't just for deeper sleep. It's also about preserving the foundation of potency. Now, let's talk about the prostate. Emerging research suggests melatonin may have protective effects on prostate tissue, potentially reducing inflammation and improving urinary symptoms in men with benign prostatic hyperplasia. While the evidence is still developing, this points to an added benefit of ensuring your melatonin levels aren't chronically low. And here's the reality. Melatonin production naturally declines with age. By the time you reach 60, your levels may be only half of what they were at 20. You might be wondering if every man should start taking melatonin supplements. The answer is more nuanced. For some men, a low dose, often just 1 to 3 milligrams, taken 30 to 60 minutes before bed, can be beneficial. Higher doses aren't always better and can sometimes cause grogginess or disrupt sleep architecture. The goal is to support your body's rhythm, not overwhelm it. Here's a practical tip. Think of melatonin as a gentle reminder to your body. Dim the lights at night. Avoid screens an hour before bed. And if your doctor agrees, consider a small dose of melatonin as part of your nighttime ritual. By doing this, you're signaling to your body that it's safe to enter deep rest, and that deep rest is the fertile ground where testosterone renewal, vascular repair, and sexual vitality grow. If this resonates with you, leave a comment below. Many men feel embarrassed talking about sleep supplements, but the truth is that melatonin isn't a crutch. It's a natural hormone that declines with age, and sometimes giving it a gentle boost can restore both your nights and your potency. When we think of vitamin D, most people picture the sun and bone health. It's often called the sunshine vitamin because the body produces it when skin is exposed to ultraviolet light. But vitamin D is much more than that. For men over 60, it acts more like a hormone than a simple vitamin. It influences testosterone levels, vascular health, immune balance, and even mood stability, all factors that shape both potency and overall vigor. This is what the research shows. A study published in Hormone and Metabolic Research found that men with adequate vitamin D levels had significantly higher testosterone compared to those who were deficient. Another review in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism emphasized that vitamin D deficiency is linked not only to low testosterone, but also to higher rates of erectile dysfunction because vitamin D supports endothelial function. Once again, that's the inner lining of blood vessels, essential for nitric oxide release. Without healthy endothelial cells, blood flow is compromised, and potency suffers. Now, here's where timing comes into play. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it's best absorbed with meals containing some healthy fat. While most doctors recommend morning or midday dosing to mimic sunlight exposure, emerging evidence suggests that for men struggling with sleep, nighttime supplementation may indirectly support melatonin rhythms. This is because vitamin D helps regulate the circadian system, the body's internal clock that governs both sleep and hormone release. Think of it as resetting your body's wristwatch so everything, from testosterone production to vascular repair, happens at the right time. Another key area is mood. Men with low vitamin D levels often report fatigue, irritability, or low mood. Depression and low testosterone frequently overlap, and both can rob a man of sexual vitality. By restoring vitamin D, you can not only boost testosterone, but often improve mood and energy too. This creates a positive cycle: better sleep, better mood, greater potency. Let me use a simple analogy. Imagine trying to plant a garden in dry, depleted soil. No matter how good the seeds are, they won't thrive. Vitamin D acts like rainwater, nourishing the soil so hormones, circulation, and energy can take root. When men restore their vitamin D levels, many notice their body feels younger again. Not because age is reversed, but because the body finally has the basic resources to function as it should. Practical tip: if you're over 60, ask your doctor to check your vitamin D levels with a simple blood test called 25-hydroxy-vitamin D. Many men are surprised to discover they're deficient, even if they spend some time outdoors. If supplementation is needed, discuss the right dose for your body. Some men do better with smaller daily doses, while others benefit from higher weekly ones. If your doctor approves, taking it at night with dinner, especially if it's your main meal with healthy fats like olive oil, salmon, or avocado, can support both absorption and your nighttime rhythm. Remember, it's not about seeking perfection, but giving your body one of the most fundamental tools it needs to keep your testosterone, sleep, and potency aligned. If I had to pick one mineral that deserves more attention in men's health, especially after 60, it would be magnesium. Often called the relaxation mineral, magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, yet nearly half of older adults are deficient. Why is it important for potency, vigor, and deep sleep? Because magnesium directly influences nerve function, muscle relaxation, stress hormone control, and even the blood vessel dilation that makes erections possible. This is what the research shows. A study published in the Journal of Research and Medical Sciences found that magnesium supplementation was linked to better sleep quality, particularly in older adults with insomnia. Another article in Biological Trace Element Research revealed that men with higher magnesium levels also had higher testosterone compared to those who were deficient. And when it comes to erections, magnesium supports nitric oxide synthesis, the same pathway that allows blood to flow freely to the penis. Without enough magnesium, blood vessels stay tense, and smooth muscle relaxation, a key part of achieving an erection, is impaired. Think of magnesium as the oil that keeps a machine's gears moving smoothly. Without oil, the gears grind, squeak, and eventually seize up. In the body, that translates to tense muscles, restless nights, and poor blood vessel relaxation. With adequate magnesium, the system flows freely, Sleep becomes deeper, stress hormones drop, and erections become easier to achieve. Another overlooked role of magnesium is its effect on cortisol, the stress hormone. Chronically elevated cortisol disrupts both sleep and testosterone production. Magnesium helps regulate the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, the body's stress response system. By calming this axis at night, magnesium allows your body to slip into deep, restorative sleep, while creating a more favorable hormonal environment for testosterone. How can you get more magnesium? Dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains are excellent sources. But here's the challenge. As we age, magnesium absorption in the gut decreases, and common medications like diuretics or acid blockers can increase losses. That's why supplementation is sometimes necessary. Among the many forms of magnesium, magnesium glycinate and magnesium citrate are often best tolerated at night. They absorb well and tend to promote relaxation without digestive upset. Practical tip: consider taking magnesium about an hour before bed, ideally with a light snack or hot herbal tea. This signals to your body that it's time to unwind. Many men report not only falling asleep faster, but also experiencing fewer nighttime awakenings. Over time, this deep, consistent sleep allows testosterone levels to stabilize and vascular function to improve, both critical for potency and vigor. So far, we've talked about hormones and sleep, but there's another crucial piece of the puzzle: circulation. At its core, potency is a vascular event. Erections occur when blood vessels open and allow blood to rush into the penile tissue, where it's trapped and held firm. Without healthy circulation, even normal testosterone levels can't guarantee strong erections. That's why men with diabetes, high blood pressure, or atherosclerosis often struggle with erectile dysfunction, even if their hormone levels are in range. This is what the research shows. The molecule that makes erections possible is nitric oxide, produced by the lining of blood vessels. Nitric oxide tells the smooth muscle in the penile arteries to relax, allowing blood to flow. A study in the American Journal of Cardiology emphasized that erectile dysfunction is often one of the first warning signs of vascular disease, sometimes appearing years before heart problems. In other words, your erection is like a window into your vascular health. Now, how do sleep and vitamins fit in? During deep sleep, the body repairs endothelial cells, those same blood vessel linings that produce nitric oxide. Nutrients like melatonin, vitamin D, and magnesium support this process. Melatonin protects these cells from oxidative stress. Vitamin D enhances their responsiveness. Magnesium helps smooth muscle relax so nitric oxide can do its job. Taken together at night, these nutrients work during the exact hours when your body is designed to heal blood vessels and restore vascular tone. Think of it as repairing a dam overnight so water can flow freely the next morning. If the dam is cracked or clogged, the water stagnates. If the blood vessel lining isn't healthy, erections fail. But when the repair work is consistent, blood flows with strength and reliability. There's another layer here too. Nitric oxide production naturally declines with age. This drop starts in the 40s and accelerates towards 60. That's why many men notice erections aren't as firm or reliable as they used to be. But the decline isn't irreversible. Studies have shown that lifestyle factors, including sleep quality, exercise, and nutrition, can boost nitric oxide availability. For example, regular aerobic activity improves endothelial function, while magnesium and vitamin D help support the enzymes involved in nitric oxide production. Practical tip: combine nighttime nutrient support with daily habits that enhance circulation. A brisk walk, deep breathing, and pelvic floor exercises promote blood flow. When you add magnesium, vitamin D, or melatonin at night, you're reinforcing those daytime gains by giving your blood vessels the tools they need to heal while you sleep. So the big picture here is that potency isn't just about testosterone or desire. It's about whether your vascular system is healthy enough to deliver blood when the body calls for it. And the nighttime repair window, supported by specific nutrients, is one of the most overlooked but powerful strategies men over 60 can use to preserve vigor and confidence. We've covered a lot of ground, from sleep and testosterone to melatonin, vitamin D, magnesium, and the critical role of circulation. Now, let's pull it all together into something simple and practical, because knowledge is powerful, but only when it translates into actions you can take tonight. Think of your nighttime routine as a restoration ritual. At 60, your body doesn't recover as quickly as it used to. You need to give it deliberate signals and resources so it can repair properly overnight. This is where the combination of nutrients we've discussed becomes so powerful. This is what research and clinical experience suggest. Step 1. Dim the lights and reduce screen exposure an hour before bed. This allows your natural melatonin rhythm to rise. If your doctor agrees, consider a low-dose melatonin supplement, typically 1 to 3 milligrams, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. This supports both sleep onset and endothelial protection. Step 2. Ensure your vitamin D levels are adequate. If you're deficient, supplementation, sometimes taken at night with dinner, can help regulate your circadian rhythm, support testosterone, and maintain vascular health. Remember, vitamin D is fat-soluble, so pairing it with healthy fats like olive oil, salmon, or avocado improves absorption. Step 3. Consider magnesium. A form like magnesium glycinate or citrate taken an hour before bed can lower stress hormones, relax blood vessels, and improve sleep architecture. Many men notice that this single change reduces nighttime awakenings and restores morning vitality. Step 4. Combine these nutrients with sleep hygiene. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Avoid caffeine after noon. If nighttime urination disrupts your rest, limit fluids 2 hours before bed and discuss prostate-friendly strategies with your doctor. Together, these steps create a nighttime rhythm where your hormones, blood vessels, and nervous system are aligned. This isn't about chasing the perfect supplement stack. It's about choosing the right tools that target your body's needs after 60. Melatonin sets your circadian clock. Vitamin D nourishes hormonal and vascular balance, and magnesium calms and relaxes. While you sleep, your body does the rest. Think of it as programming your body's nighttime repair crew. Instead of leaving them with broken tools and low energy, you're giving them everything they need to restore strength, potency, and vigor. Over weeks and months, this nighttime habit can shift the cycle from decline to resilience. Not reversing age, but helping you age with vitality and confidence. And here's the most encouraging part. This isn't an expensive or complicated process. It doesn't require secret formulas or drastic interventions. It simply involves restoring what your body is gradually losing at the time of day when it's naturally designed to heal. So as you reflect on what we've discussed, ask yourself, what small change can I start making tonight? Is it dimming the lights earlier, talking to your doctor about checking vitamin D, or adding magnesium to your bedtime routine? The power lies in these consistent, small steps. So here's the one action I'd encourage you to take today. Choose one small nighttime habit to begin, whether it's dimming the lights earlier, talking to your doctor about a vitamin D check, or adding magnesium to your bedtime routine. Start with a single step. Over time, consistency matters more than intensity. Small changes practiced at night become powerful results. You don't have to fear your body. You just need good information, the kind that empowers you to make confident decisions instead of feeling confused. And that's my goal here, to bring you evidence, clarity, and encouragement. Stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay committed to your own health. If this has been helpful, subscribe for more grounded, no-nonsense content, because this is the kind of conversation I have with men in the clinic every day. And I want you to benefit too. See you in the next video. Until then, remember, your nights can be restorative, your mornings can be strong, and your health can be nourished at any age.